Hello, amazing person. CreativePro is going to be absolutely incredible, and here's a sneak peek at my session. I was hired by this company called Tax Analysts, and they asked me to help freshen their brand up through creating new presentations that then we would reuse. They wanted help with messaging and content. They needed it to stay PowerPoint native, and also they would be distributing everything via a PDF. So they had this tool called Tax Notes, and they wanted to create decks around that for different verticals. Let's just jump right in the middle. So the first thing that I did was I made sure that the font was updated to Lato, and I used the color that was established in their brand Bible. The next thing I did was made sure that I created these template elements. Here's two of them with that gray bar and of course, or box. And I had this parallelogram. I would be using that parallelogram throughout to freshen up each slide. So you would see that parallelogram repeated in each slide, but just done differently. I also had the Tax Notes logo and a sidebar since this would be distributed via a PDF. The next thing I did was made sure that always that the page number was up to date since it was going to be more of a narrative approach. Drop in a photograph. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my insert curve. So what I would do is I'd go to insert, shapes, and then choose curve. And I would simply outline the object I want to extract. So I've got this photograph that I duplicate. I then create this outline of the person I want to extract, select both of these and choose merge shapes, intersect. Once I've done that, then what I've done is I've extracted this image from the background. Then I select the original photograph and I change the tone of that photograph in PowerPoint. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change that gray box in the background to white to help that sidebar bleed off to the edge so that there's no hard boundary right there. I want to make sure that the text is as legible as possible. So I'm going to add a transparent rectangle. So if we take a look at the before, we can see it's pretty bland, but after it's very, very grand. So if you want to be more creative, learn the latest tips, techniques, and tools, definitely attend CreativePro on June 2nd through the 6th in Phoenix, Arizona. Join me, a whole bunch of other geeks, and learn the best practices to make sure that you achieve all of your goals. See you there.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. And for thousands more how-to articles and tutorials, visit our website, creativepro.com, and become a member today. Thanks for learning with us.